She's A minor, so she's technically not. She's not actually. Welcome back to another Wine Review Wednesday. Today we have 2 more bottles of wine in a completely new setup. We have 1 more mic because we had some audio problems last time. 2 red and a champagne today. Owen, it's great to see you again.
Yeah.
After a long week of nonsense and drinking.
This is far too formal. Basically, we have two bottles of wine here. We have a charcuterie once more, prepared by yours truly. We are very lazy today. We have barely anything special here, but it'll be enough to get us through the video. And anything you want to say about these wines, because you provided them?
No, I have absolutely nothing to say. I just want to drink them.
Okay. Well,
all right. So
crack them open.
No. We have to do it this time.
Well, we gotta let them breathe.
I gotta pick the number this time.
Well, we gotta let them breathe anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So fine. True. So
okay.
while we're doing
start
that,
ripping this apart.
Yeah.
But this time I guessed the number, right?
Yeah. I believe so. I can't remember what we did last time.
I think I picked the numbers and you guessed the number.
One thing that's different this week, that's different from last week, is that we don't have the banging on the table, and we've also chosen to not have hard food, because you could hear our chewing, and it was kind of like an ASMR video. It was kind of funny, but
it's not funny for the
it's not funny in listening to it in the Ford Explorer while you're doing DoorDash at 2 o'clock in the morning. But
yeah, okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm afraid to
oh God, 3.
Shoot this in the face.
Yeah, just shoot it in the face. Go ahead. This is taking too long.
My hands are a little wet.
This should have been open already. All right,
yeah, we should have done this. You do this. You're hitting the table a lot.
Yeah, but we don't have the thing anymore.
Yeah, but
it's stuck.
Yeah, I know
it's stuck because it's slippery.
I know that.
Shit. There we go.
Ooh.
Nice. Should let it fly. All right. Owen will do our thing that we normally do.
Smells good. Okay. So I guess. Okay. Then I close my eyes. I'm gonna go with 3. Yeah, I'm gonna pick 1.
All right, here we go. Starting us off light today. I'll put this off to the side.
This is probably better for both of us.
All right.
Let's let it breathe though, and let's pour it up, but let's let it breathe.
No, we don't gotta let it breathe. Just
I think we should.
Get hammered. Let's just do our job. Let's do what we're paid to do. I also got us a little bit of more of a fluted glass today because I thought we were going to be doing the champagne. So it's kind of a nice combination of both. And hey, listen.
I wasn't supposed to do it.
And here's Gabe. Hey, Gabe, would you like to say hi? We also have a microphone for Gabe today.
What up, what up?
Look at that. So now you can hear Gabe as well. Hey, Gabe, we're going to fill you up. Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moët Chandon. It's an Impérial Brut. And we also have a live studio audience. Can we get a round of applause for Yassine? Yeah, Yassine's here. Thank you, Yassine. All right, let's just go right into it. Ready?
All right, can we talk about what it looks like real quick?
I do want to do that.
Real bubbly, of course. That's no surprise with this.
Yeah, hopefully they're not too
like
abrasive. I hope we get some light fizz going on. Some light bubbles.
I like the color.
Gentle, even.
I like the color.
Yeah. It's a nice...
You can see through it pretty nice.
Yeah. It's like an olive and an amber. I like that. All right, let's just...
It smells really dry.
I disagree.
You disagree.
Gabe, what do you think? Gabe doesn't think it's dry. It smells sweet to me. It smells sweet. Dang it. Mmm. My favorite thing about today's episode is watching Yassine from the corner over here.
He's mean mugging us. I feel like I'm under pressure right now.
No. There's no
pressure. I feel like I'm doing.
Only thing that was under pressure was the champagne about 2 seconds ago. Other than that, we're fine. All right, here. We're not even giving the review. What is this? Chat about nothing podcast? No, this is.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you to get your idea across. I don't know. I had a sip. If that's what you're wondering.
Okay. It tastes very very floral. I'm getting
could be a little lemon in there.
Yeah, a little very citrusy. Pear for sure. I'm also getting like, it's a kind of like grassy, which I've seen a couple of times. Don't look at me like that. I've seen it a couple of times on the Vivino. Grassy.
There's no pear. There can't be pear in here.
What do you think this is? Do you think they throw a pear into the barrel?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean there's no pear?
There can't be. I'm not getting that at all.
No, there's a sweetness to it that I'm getting. I can't even. Sniffing is kind of hard because I'm just inhaling CO2.
I think it's just lemony.
Mm-mm.
Well, citrus. There's a lot of citrus going
It's
on.
woody. That's the word I was looking for. It's definitely woody for sure. Anyway, you ready to give
Like the Toy Story character?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready to give our rating?
Initial?
Initial rating. Ready? 3, 2, 1,
3.6.
4. This is really weird for me because I really don't like champagne or sweeter wines, but this is not that sweet. It has like a nice acidity to it.
Can you explain why you like this, but you don't like the Moscato?
Because it's not nearly as sweet, and
I don't know.
It feels refined. I don't know how to explain it. I actually have no idea how much this would cost. By the way, I pulled it out of my parents' cabinet, so this is not
$3.99.
$3.99.
Well, actually, no. That would defeat the purpose. Gabe, do you have the alcohol percentage on this? We'll give him a minute. We'll give him a minute.
It's on there somewhere.
Well, I wanted to let Gabe do it. That's our AI feature.
12%. Look at that. We don't even need Gabe.
Are you gonna just not let him do anything?
We don't need
for a reason.
We don't need to overutilize Gabe.
He's here for a reason.
Gabe is a tool. He's not an all.
Why are you calling him a tool? I'm not gonna stand for this.
Sorry. All right.
I don't like what you just said about him. All right, we talked too much about the wine.
We talked too much about the wine, for sure.
What happened this week?
Before we do any of that, though, let's just take the glass down.
Okay.
Ready? Cheers. Gabe, cheers.
Air
And
cheers.
we're moving today. I'm not playing around. Oh.
So what happened this week?
What happened this week?
Anything worth noting?
Yeah, I've been preparing a lot this week because I have a girl flying halfway around the world to come see me for 3.5 weeks. That's right, Gabe. Yeah, she's coming from France, and we have a couple of trips planned. So actually, guys, I need your help. I need your help, guys. I'm getting some reactions from the studio audience right now in the set. I need some suggestions. So listen, she's coming from France. She's coming to Boston, and one of the places we're going, obviously, is Boston. And I need to know like a couple of restaurant recommendations, places where she go, because I've been here for so long.
Okay, I have one.
So let's talk about Boston. That's what we're gonna do. Let's talk about what we can do in Boston as first time tourists.
Well,
Go ahead, hit me.
I have one.
Okay.
So I've been going to this place lately, in the North End.
Yeah.
It's called Assaggio.
Okay.
They have really good hospitality there.
Shout out Gabe.
The bartender is real good there. Makes great drinks.
So,
And then there's this guy named Gabe too.
what do you get at Assaggio?
At Assaggio.
Gabe, you can speak on. I mean, Gabe, you work at
Gabe
Assaggio.
would be the best one to talk about this.
Gabe works at Assaggio.
Can you give me one menu item that you would suggest at Assaggio?
That I recommend?
Yeah. Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
I love that feature.
The chicken Voldastana.
Yeah.
Stuffed chicken.
What is that?
Oh,
Stuffed chicken thighs.
stuffed chicken
Stuff with
thighs.
what?
I don't know. Stuff.
So you're gonna give me
It's stuffed with
recommendations?
Okay, no, I guess you
Stuff
did
your
one.
chicken thighs.
Okay, no, I got you.
Stuff with what, bro?
That was out of pocket, bro.
I want to know. I need to.
You said
welcome,
you're gonna stuff
welcome,
his chicken thighs. I don't know if you needed to say that.
Welcome to Assaggio. We have stuffed chicken thigh. What's in it? I have
No.
idea.
We have carbonara.
Oh, carbonara's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Really good, super creamy carbonara. Egg and black pepper, like sauce.
Nice.
Well, bacon in
Fried Italian bacon guanciale.
Ooh.
there?
Huge
Oh,
portion.
you're right off of Hanover Street too in the North End. Yeah.
Yep, Prince Street.
Oh man.
Go see Gabe.
Yeah, go see Gabe at the North End,
For
and he
all-
also has
for
a
all
couple
6
special
subscribers. Go see Gabe.
Yeah, go see Gabe. Here's the other thing though. There's plenty of restaurants. I need to. She's A minor, so she's technically not. She's not actually. but.
Can we elaborate on that for those who
Yeah.
don't know, so you don't get canceled?
I'm sorry.
You can't say that.
I'm sorry. No.
Especially the way you did it with the Drake reference. Come on, you're like trying to get yourself
No.
in
So
jail.
she's not. So she's.
For those on podcast, Brandon is indeed 22 and he is dating a minor.
Oh,
Go on.
I know. So she's 20. She's 20. She's 20. And so I said that because she can't drink
can't
here.
drink here.
She can't drink here. So when I met her in Europe, obviously you go to the clubs, go to the bars, no problem.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, it's kind of like, oh, I totally forgot that is not something that we can do. So not only do I need to find like things that we can go and eat at, but I need to also find out some places that are like going to let in minors, you know. So I'm thinking bodega.
Well, I don't think
Last
they'll
time I
let
checked.
minors in. First of all,
Last time I checked, they also have a great karaoke bar. Karaoke bar that I want to go to. It
this is a disastrous conversation. This is horrible.
Stop, everyone.
We need to
right,
move
let's
forward
drop the
in a
minor
way that
conversation.
doesn't get you put in.
Yeah, no. It was obviously a joke.
Okay, so what should you do in Boston?
Yeah. Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
Besides
Though.
yours is
So
nice.
you have Faneuil Hall,
Yep.
which is kind of overrated. You get to see a couple
I
street
think it's
performers,
okay.
a couple guys on stilts.
Yeah, you
if
can
you're
do that
lucky.
anywhere. You can go to
Yeah, and then Vivian, the violin player. There's always that violin player.
Oh yeah, she's pretty
She's
good.
always there. She's always there. She plays next to the Ben and Jerry's. You don't know?
Yeah, she's good.
I think her name is like.
I don't know what her name is.
I had it for a second. I lost it.
Newberry Street, perhaps.
Newberry Street. Here's the thing.
But,
I think,
but we think it's overrated because we're from here. So before you say
Yeah,
things
exactly.
are overrated, you're from here. She's never seen it. So.
that's true.
But also, you got to think about
True,
what
true,
does she see that's in France that is the same thing, right?
Well-
Like you want to do something that's strictly Boston, right?
Yeah.
So do something strictly Boston.
Well, what is that? Like going on a duck boat? That's pretty strictly Boston.
That's not strictly Boston.
You can
bro.
go. No, that's a pretty Boston thing.
Yeah.
We're getting points from Gabe. Move on.
Thank you. No,
Okay.
Gabe is helping me out here. But
Go to Mass Ave.
yeah, we could go to Mass Ave.
Ave.
That
No,
is
you really
strictly
want to see
Boston.
Boston in a nutshell? There's Mass Ave. You don't
That is
see
not
that
in a
anywhere.
nutshell, though. There's so much more to it.
Yeah, you can see some
I thi-
polos,
Okay, but
some heroin.
we're elaborating too much on nothing. We
Box-
we have
box
not answered the
architecture.
question.
They really know how to work with the cardboard there.
They do. 3 stories sometimes.
3-story
So the
architecture.
bulldozer comes up.
3-story. Yeah, then they gentrify the
But
whole area.
you know what you should go? Putt
With
Shack.
kebab. Oh, Putt would be a great time.
That'd be fun.
Putt Shack.
Make sure you go a little bit early on so they're not looking for IDs.
Yeah, true.
Putt
For
Shack.
those who don't know about Putt Shack, it's like basically, what? It's indoor mini golf.
Size
You know,
up
I
time.
did the averaging out for. You want some more wine, Gabe? You know, Putt Shack is like $2 a hole. If you
Really?
if you average out the cost of Putt Shack, it's literally like $2 a hole. It's absolutely
Seismic.
atrocious. Seismic said we're moving on this quickly, huh? We're already going to be on the second. Okay, whatever.
It's good. Oh, we're counting it? Okay.
I'm gonna say, if you're gonna be anywhere in Boston, or anywhere from the U.S. and go to and go to Europe, wait. If you're gonna be from Europe and go to the U.S., if you want to be anywhere, that place is Boston. It is the most European-esque city that we have, and so if I'm gonna make a case for the U.S., it's gonna be Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We have the public transport. It's kind of walkable.
Yeah, but for some reason, everybody always wants to go to New York, and I think that has to do with like pop culture. I think everybody
yo,
thinks
for
New York
sure.
is better than it is.
In L.A.
And
Actually, we're going to New York, too.
this is not even a hot take, but I think New York is kind of like a dump, personally.
I mean, New York's so big, though.
I mean, I'm not saying
That's a
that,
crazy
I'm not saying
statement.
they don't have a reason to not be a dump. There's like the density of the population is the reason for that.
You have like the most
But-
beautiful parts of the U.S. and in juxtaposition with the most dumpiest parts of the U.S. I would say.
In New York,
Yeah.
I
For
just
sure.
think anytime I've been there, it's just so dirty, congested. Like
Oh
after you see
Oh.
it once or twice, it's like, what do you
no, I disagree. I love New York.
you like New York
I
that
love.
much?
I do like New York.
If
I wouldn't
you-
move to New York. I wouldn't
no,
move there.
no,
but
I
I
wouldn't.
do love New York.
And
It's too busy, it's too
there's
big.
something to love about New York, but it's not to say that it's not a dump. You can love it for what it is.
Okay.
Like the same way that you love Boston for being what it is. It's
Yeah.
not perfect at all, but
I think now. I don't mean to interrupt. I think what we should do right now is move on. Gabe is analyzing his wine one more time. First of all, let's give our final ratings because I just
final
killed my
rating.
wine again.
all right, I gotta.
Man, that is good. That is really,
You
really
wanna kill
good.
that?
You don't like it?
You poured more for me
No,
than
it's
I did
okay.
for you.
This is. We're sharing. It's socialism. What do you think? Ready? Let's do a 3, 2, 1. So we had some. Well, let's just recap real quick. We had some notes of pear, grass,
Citrus.
citrus. I said it was a little woody.
I
acidic.
could pick up the woody now.
Yeah, right. The bubbles are gentle. All right, so
They're medium.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say gentle.
maybe some even elements of stone. I've seen that a couple of times. Whatever that means. So Gabe, let's give our final rating. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
3.8.
4.3.
You went up.
I went up.
I went up too, but I didn't go that high.
You went up 2 points. I went up 0.2 points. I went up 0.2 points.
I'll give it.
0.3
Okay.
points.
Can I revise? 3.9. That's it.
Okay.
Capping it.
What did I say? 4.2.
4.3.
4.3. You know what? I think that's the highest I've ever rated a wine on this.
I think you did.
4.3 takes the cake. Moët, whatever the hell Moët is. All right, Gabe. Let's hear it from you. What we got
So
for this wine?
it's got notes of tree fruit notes like green apple, pear, apple, and citrus like lemon, lime, and actually toast, brioche, and biscuit. I guess
Maybe that's the
like
woody.
dried pineapple, biscuit,
Yeah.
salted almond, and white peach, and it's rated over 126,000 people
Holy crap.
at a 4.1.
Hey, I think
was
we
right
just
in the middle of
averaged
us.
out. Dab me up.
That was pretty good, and we both got a keynote.
We did both get.
I didn't think there was pear in it, but
Clearly, you were
tree
wrong.
fruit,
Tree fruit. Yeah.
not necessarily
Tree
pear. I
fruit.
could have. If you said apple, I might have.
I'm gonna
agreed.
even say as far as the woody aspect of it was correct too.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
I don't think people.
bread.
Well, that's Vivino, right? And Vivino is just people typing things in.
Yeah,
for the most
I
part.
like that review. That was a good review. We did a good job here. All right, let's move on here. Yeah. All right, as we always do when we're in the backyard, we're just gonna, and we're moving on. So now this is for. Thank you, Yassine, for the reminder of the suggestion there. I don't know why I just threw that like I was throwing a chest pass in the Paris
Like
Olympics.
a rugby.
Moving on, we have the. Oh wait, actually, before we do this, hot take on one. Go ahead.
My hot take?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should do your hot take.
Today's hot take for me. I'm probably being too loud in the microphone. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Today's hot take
you
for
need to
me.
be louder.
I am going to say this as a construction man. I do not think college tuition should be funded by the government. But let me elaborate on that. I don't think you should pay it off. I think the government should regulate the cost of college so that the schools so I think it's dumb that they're allowed to charge whatever they want, but then the government just pays it off for people. I think the government should regulate how much it costs so that nobody has to pay that much, because in reality it does not cost that much to run a school. I don't care. You're telling me you have an entire class of people paying $50,000 a year and that's the right price for that?
Okay.
You're telling me that you're struggling to run the school on that money? You could chop it into 10,000 and still be profitable.
So I
think that's ridiculous. I think
Yeah.
they should regulate the price of it. I think the colleges need to be regulated so that they're not just charging crazy prices, because I think that's the problem, is that half of a large chunk of the national debt is probably college debt payback. So if you just didn't have the college costing that much to begin with, the government and the people of America wouldn't be in that debt. I think basically what I feel is that the colleges have the government and the population in a chokehold for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't think they deserve that much power.
So
but that's me.
at first I'm probably gonna want to ask you to clarify just in like 2 sentences the hot take, because just as a reminder, we both have drank about a warm up and also a bottle of wine now. So I want to make sure I'm understanding the argument clearly, but
In 2 sentences,
in 2 sentences,
I'll give you one. It might be a run-on.
fine.
College tuition shouldn't be refunded by the government. It should be regulated to begin with by the government.
Okay, so
To be
you
lowered.
are for government intervention of college, but
College tuition prices.
college tuition prices, but you don't think the government should pay for college.
I don't think they should pay for it. I think it should cost less so that they don't have to pay for it.
Okay, so I guess my first question is like, okay, I see the yeah, okay, fine, but I don't know how much I could talk about it because I don't know the operating cost of a college, for example. Like,
But you go to college.
no,
How
the
much is it?
operating cost, like
The operating cost.
the operating cost, because I know how much I pay, but I don't know how much it actually costs to run a school. Do I think there's price gouging?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There has to be.
And so these colleges are going to want to pay, like, what is that, 2 minutes of on this topic? I love this kid, Gabe. I really do. Beautiful. I think you're canceling out the idea of subsidization.
I don't think we should have to do that.
Why should the government
Because
not subsidize colleges? Like
because
pay
I don't
for
think we should have to. Why do we pay for education to begin with?
So you think education is a right that we should?
I think to be honest, I think we should get it for free. But if not, we should.
But
they
how
should
would we
be
get it for
regulated.
free if the government doesn't subsidize it?
What do you mean by subsidize?
Like
Can you
pay.
elaborate on that?
Subsidizing is like we pay taxes and then the government pays the college to let us to go for free.
Because I don't think
decide
the
to go
college
for free.
needs to be subsidized. I don't think they do. I don't know that to be true, but I also feel like each individual person pays too much
Yeah.
for them to need to have that much, right? So like, if it's $50,000 a year for one person, you have a class of 1,000 people. You're gonna tell me that's the right price for that? You can't run the college on half of that. You can.
I don't know.
They're just paying that because because people will pay it, right?
Yes.
Because if you went to Europe, I guarantee that an equivalent level college to a $50,000 a year college here is maybe like a fifth of the price.
I agree. I can agree with the fact that the government should be subsidizing, or sorry, that
should be regulated.
there should be some regulation surrounding the price of college. Now, there's like economic reasons why that doesn't always make sense. Maybe it's different for college, so I won't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will say that when it comes to, I think the government should subsidize college. I think that it's in our best interest for the government to be paying our kids to go to school. I can't, only because I can't speak for the operating cost of a college, but we spend so much money on the military. I think at the end of the day, you really have to ask, like, what does it really mean to be the best country in the world just because you have the best military, but your people can't get educated and they don't have health care and they don't have X, Y, and Z? So that, like a lot of European
I
countries
think people would rather be ignorant than dead.
ignorant than dead.
If you're
But
gonna
I don't
tell me,
think
if
no
you're
one-
gonna tell me I have to pay for college,
but-
but I'm not gonna get nuked, I would rather that.
But no one's
That's
gonna
okay.
come to the U.S. and
Yeah,
I
you
think
think
that's
that,
I think
right?
that's a false.
Yeah,
that's a-
people in
that's
Europe
a-
thought that in the 40s. Didn't
That's
they?
a straw man argument.
They thought that in the 40s, didn't they?
No, but now we have nuclear bombs.
Yeah,
You know how
now
many
we do.
bombs we have? They're not going anywhere.
Okay, let's move on.
I agree.
Let's
I
crack
agree.
this open. Let's pour that up.
Let's go. All right. You ready for round 2? Hey, Gabe, could I get a time check on how much time we've been recording?
About 24 minutes.
Nice.
Right on track.
Boom. I will say ahead of time that
The chili fig jam from episode 2 makes a return. by
yeah,
the
it
way.
does, and it will keep making returns. My favorite type of red wine is gonna be every day of the week, either a Montepulciano or a Zinfandel. Also,
like the
I
Montepulciano.
like blends as well. Yeah, Montepulcianos are good. We like that. We've liked that before. So just to start us off, it's extremely dark.
Ruby.
It's ruby. It's garnet almost, actually.
I would say so.
Yeah. It's extremely dark. It looks
Opaque.
heavy.
It's opaque.
I'm swirling it for those who are not watching the video version of this podcast. Look
Shout
at
out
that
to our
plane. Look at
podcast
the
people.
light off of that plane right now. That's a
That's crazy.
cinematic.
It's pink.
It's
The plane is pink.
That is awesome.
But how about the legs on this thing? This thing could get Olympic gold.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, it could.
That's
Got more
crazy.
legs than a spider. Okay, ready? Let's go. Well, on the nose,
Smells
sweet. Smells like a typical
Sweet.
red.
Chocolate. Chocolatey.
I feel like I need a.
Chocolatey.
I feel like I
We're
need
getting
a lock in when I drink wine.
chocolatey and cherry.
If you
We're
really
getting
want to
cherry.
cherry.
For a red, you really gotta put your nose in it. Dunk it in. Give it a little plop. I want the nostrils under sea level.
Do you when you smell the wine, do you try to see the fruits in your head? Does that make any
No,
sense?
I just smell it and believe.
No.
I just puffed hot air into my glass after making eye contact with.
Off the smell, I'm gonna need a little more in that.
Oh, you like that?
Off the smell.
Off the smell, he likes it.
All right, you want to take a first little
Let's just go because I'm at a loss right now.
clink drink.
Yo,
Ooh,
ooh, whoa, what the?
not what I was expecting.
Yeah. See, I like Zinfandel,
I
and
like
Gabe
that.
does too. It looks like
I'll take that.
Gabe us.
If I ordered that in a restaurant, I would not be upset. Would I ever order a red in a restaurant? Probably not. But if I did,
would-
and it was that one, I would be very happy.
One caveat to that, I would order it during like a steak dinner.
Yeah, you need meat with this.
Yeah.
Pause, but you need meat with this.
Yeah. It's not as heavy as other reds. It's
No, it's light.
It's light.
But it
It's a
has the
lighter
flavor,
red.
which is
Yeah,
makes
it's
me happy.
I can't explain it, but it's like thin.
Okay.
It's thin
One more
almost.
sip, initial taste.
Yeah, sorry.
Second sip around.
Apricot.
I'm not feeling that as much.
It's dairy.
Black
cheesy.
cherry.
It's cheesy. It's
Okay.
like
Chocolate, black cherry, cheese. Not oaky. I'm not getting oak here.
I'm not either. But I don't know. Maybe nutty. I am
Nutty?
getting nutty, like a
But I'm
walnut.
getting like an orangish fruit, like a small, like not apricot
bit
perhaps,
citric?
but like
orange peel.
yeah, like something like
Okay.
that. Okay, initial
Gave us-
sip.
let's give it the rating.
3, 2, 1,
3.9. Ooh, I'm above you again today.
Yeah, but you like red more than I do.
True. But you.
I always give the red more room to grow. I always rate the red a little lower
I don't think that's the way to do it.
because I want to give it room to grow.
Okay, fine. Give it room to grow.
I mean, that's okay. Initial sip, that's how I'm feeling. You can't tell me how to feel.
Yeah, true.
Okay, your hot take, go.
My hot take.
Yep,
Want to do
go.
the hot take right
Hurry
now?
up.
My hot take is I want to say it's more of like a hot point or something to think about. It's a ponder point. That's what I'm
Okay,
going to
you
call
just
it. today.
wasted 8 seconds. Just say it.
Yeah, because okay, I have a problem with unlimited free speech. That's my problem. That's my.
What
that's,
do you mean
that's
by
my
that?
issue.
Elaborate, please.
Because okay, let's. you seen and Gabe are both squirming in their chairs right now. let me lock in real quick. Let me bring this fucking mic stand over here. Come here. My problem with free speech is that let's say let me ask you a question first. What is the goal of free speech? What is one
You're
of the
asking
goals?
me.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. What is
Well-
one of the goals of free speech?
The goal of free speech.
And Gabe, feel free to chime in on this one because you tend to also have pretty good thoughts.
Instead of elaborating on the goal of free speech, can I explain the limit of free speech?
Sure.
The way that the United States would see it.
No. You're gonna take a constitutional perspective.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Let's say something about the goal.
Because free speech is free speech. You can say whatever you want until it becomes a national security concern.
Okay.
And then at that point, it's illegal. And they can use that whenever they want because national security concern is a very vague concept.
Okay.
So free speech is really limited.
In a national
Barely,
security.
it's barely limited, but they can. It's really up. It's a gray area.
Okay. What about?
So when you say unlimited free speech, that's not a thing. That's
okay.
not
No,
real.
you're absolutely right.
It is very limited.
I absolutely right.
Because if you went
I want to
outside,
speak on a free speech. As
don't
a point.
clip this, by the way. But if you said I'm gonna go hit the third tower, right? then they're probably gonna lock you up.
Maybe.
like,
no,
but-
because you can't say that.
You
Because
can-
context matters,
you
right?
can, but
because I
how-
can say that just like you just did.
How
or as
serious
a
are
joke.
you?
So
That's
there's
what
a
matters.
tonality.
So there's a free speech clause that includes national security concern when there's concern to be had, and that's what the DEA is involved with. But the goal of free speech is to allow our country to really be free thinkers, right?
But there's other limits to free speech from a constitutional perspective.
Can
that
you elaborate
won't
on
get. Yeah, like for example,
Shortly, but
fighting words. That's a element of like constitutional free speech where I just can't be like, if I talk to a police officer, I'm like, oh fuck you, and there's no.
But you can say
substance-
that though.
Yeah, you can, but there's this.
It's when you threaten them.
There's like you can't be. It can't be a legitimate threat.
So there's
right?
limits to free speech.
There's limits to free speech, even from a
But
constitutional.
okay, so let's throw the limits out.
So
we're
I'm
talking
ta-
about the limited free speech that we have.
I'm talking about. I want to bring up an element
and,
of free
and
speech.
what do you feel about that?
But hold on, before I go, because I want the question to be answered. What is the goal of free speech? And Gabe, you had a
I'm not the
a
founding
point.
father. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say because America came from under like the thumb of England, right? They wanted more freedom. They didn't want to be kind of constraint. But I looked it up, and then it says like freedom of free speech, religion, and press, the First Amendment.
Yeah.
But it protects the ability to assemble and gather together as a people,
As a people.
socially, over like economic, social, political, whatever. So
Peacefully,
But we're talking about.
because non-peaceful protest and gathering is not protected. That
Wait.
can be interfered with.
All right, we're at 3 minutes, and I know we wanna keep these segments under 5. Gabe loves this.
Gabe
this.
loves the wine. I'm
Zinfandel.
happy for him.
I'm
okay too.
I would want to make this argument. First of all, how does the camera look, Bean? Can you see us clearly still? Okay, beautiful. The one thing that I want to bring up about free speech is that there is an element of resolution involved in free speech. I believe that free speech should be free as long as all parties involved are genuinely interested in finding a resolution to a problem. But when you start having people, and then here's the problem with social media, right? Let's just take a troll, for example. People say what they want to say on social media, sometimes as just a distraction or as a way, and I'm not saying social media has free speech, by the way, because it's a private entity, XYZ. What I'm saying is that when it comes to free speech in a forum, that one of the crucial elements to have it and have it work the ways that it's supposed to work is for people to have a common goal in mind. Does that make sense? Everyone's confused here. I don't know. I don't see the confusion. Say we have a. Okay, let me dumb it down.
He won't look at me because you know he's gonna laugh.
let me let me clarify. All right, say you and I are making a project.
Yep.
Or we want to try to find a solution to this project, and you.
Okay, but you said.
Go ahead.
You said under the mutual parties agreeing to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be constricted to a problem?
No, it's not a problem. But I think
that's case by case. Now you're getting too specific.
I think the times that free speech becomes like an issue among people is when it is involving like problem solving. Like, for example, again, you and I are trying to solve an issue,
a diplomatic issue, perhaps?
A diplomatic issue, and you're just trying to throw a wrench in the. You actually don't even care about what's going on.
No.
And you're just kind of gonna say whatever you want.
It's very on character.
Whatever you say shouldn't matter because and shouldn't be permitted because you're not even trying to add to the true dialogue of the
So
people
you're saying that because I am not providing something of value and trying to hinder the solution,
yes,
you think I should be censored?
I think yes. So
okay,
for example,
so you should just move to Russia.
No. So I'm saying this. Say if
I can get you the first flight out.
So let me say this. Let me say if I feel like we're talking about, I believe everyone should be free, but I hate Jews, for example, right?
Okay, so now you're talking about Kanye.
No. Okay, fine, Kanye. Whatever. And you say I hate Jews, but you actually have a real reason about why you hate Jews, or you think that you have a real reason.
Are we talking about the Jewish ethnicity group or the religious group?
Both. Whatever.
Specify?
Whatever
well,
group.
You can't say both.
I hate Muslims. I hate white people. Whatever it is, right? Clip that.
Chat,
clip that. If you say that and you have a reason that can be articulated, and then someone can refute you, and you can come to a consensus of why what you believe is not true and shouldn't be believed, then you can say what you want.
But what if you come to an agreement as to what you believe is true?
I don't believe in free speech where you just go, I hate Jews. Why? Just because I do. Like no, you need a reason.
Well, sorry to break it to you, but that's what the three colors that we rep is.
No, see that's exactly my problem with free speech is that I don't like opinions that
you can have as many problems as you want with free speech until you don't have it anymore, and then you're gonna wish that you did. Because I tell you what, if you were living in North Korea right now,
you're right.
You would have wished that you could say I like hamburgers out loud without getting shot in the head.
That's because here's the other thing.
That's what happens over there. You say the wrong thing, you get shot in the face.
The other problem with it is you can't have someone who is an authority on censoring free speech
because
that is arbitrary.
You want a medium.
Which, again, I actually kind of like that you brought this up because it kind of shows. While it's quote unquote a hot take, but there's really no solution. It's an extremely hot take. It's an extremely hot take, but there's no like resolution to what I'm saying. So kind of what I'm saying holds no water because even if you and I were to come to consensus on what I'm saying, there's no solution. You can't implement a solution to the problem.
No, there's not one.
Which is kind of
it's either free speech or tyranny. I don't have the answer for you.
And the lights just came on.
The lights just came on.
7 minutes. That wasn't too bad. I think that was a constructive conversation. Do I remember the notes that we had on this?
Cherry. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Apricot.
Yeah. And how much we have half a bottle left, ladies and gentlemen.
I personally don't want much more of this one.
Really?
I'm not liking it that much. I might go down.
I like it a lot.
Gabe can have a full glass. I
like
don't want it.
How's the camera look?
Yo, Bean, you want some? Okay. Bean is
yes or no?
Gonna sub out.
Okay. Gabe is falling asleep. I mean, not Gabe, Yassine. All right. What about you? You asked me what was new this week. I see you got a nice haircut. I like it, but what else? He's munching. I just saw a shooting star. Go ahead.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I like how I said that and Yassine turns as if it's still there. like it's still traveling.
The shooting star was Bean.
Understood. But what is new with you? What is
Well,
what are
what's
some
new
goals
with
and
me?
aspirations?
Basically, you had a really good what's new with you, and now my life is gonna seem boring
That's okay.
because I don't have a foreign girlfriend
That's
coming
okay.
here.
Would you want a foreign girlfriend?
I would love one.
Would you like to talk about your time in Barcelona?
I would actually love that.
We had a time in Barcelona, and Gabe actually came with me to Lisbon, but I think
I'll talk
fuck you,
about my
Gabe, I
time
wanna
in
talk about-
Barcelona.
here.
I'll give a little
And
anecdote.
Prague. Yeah, you can talk about Prague or Barcelona right now.
So basically, what happened was we stayed in Barcelona. What? 2 days? 2 nights, 3 days.
In Barcelona?
Yeah.
Longer than that.
No. A weekend.
We stayed for 4 days
Okay. 4 days, 3 nights, whatever.
because we stayed 2 with Taylor and 2 with ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah,
No. 1 night.
with Taylor.
No, 1 night with our hotel.
Also 3 nights. Okay, whatever.
So basically, what happened was, we were in an Airbnb to begin with. Then we moved to a hotel after for the last day. I have never in my life had a moment when I had to have a weather advisory for pollution.
True.
I got physically ill that day.
Yeah.
There was a weather advisory for pollution, and I could not breathe. We had to go into the Foot Locker store for like 20 minutes because we couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
The air was so polluted
What's with that
in Barcelona
Europe?
that we could not breathe.
All of Europe's kind of like that.
Yeah, I
We
don't know
have
what's
better
going
air
on
quality
with that.
here. We have more cars.
I think it's the area that they're at on the earth that centralizes the air for whatever reason.
more.
Shout out Gabe for the ring light that we're about to
Yeah.
get.
Good lord.
Sorry for the lighting
I think you should
temporarily.
take a seismic step. I'm ahead of you right now.
I want to finish this glass, and I want
I'm
barely any more.
I'm going.
I think
Gabe.
you guys help me out here.
Gabe. Owen's failing on me right now.
I'm not very happy with this line.
I can't.
I think I gave it what, a 3.5.
Yeah, I think you're gonna go down.
I'm gonna go down to like a 3.2 maybe, but I'm gonna let it cook. No, I don't want it. No, don't do that.
It's alright, just a little bit.
All right.
We're almost at
Give
the
me a-
end,
give me a
brother.
little
We're
thing.
almost there.
Give me a little clink and drink, huh? A little clink and drink.
I'll tell you, I like Barcelona so much I got a tattoo for it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love Barcelona so much. I think it
I
was
loved it.
it was highly
The sangria and the paella.
Oh
on,
my
on,
God.
and the guys with the accordions coming by during lunch while we were drinking and eating those two things.
Dude, we walked literally for 30 minutes trying to find a place that sold what are those things called?
Empanadas.
Empanadas, Jesus Christ.
But that's not a Spanish
Right,
food.
Yeah, which is
That's
weird.
an Argentinian food, from my understanding. Could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
But the paella, no, the empanada chain.
Mm.
Can you click it one more time? The circular.
We're getting a light change.
One more,
here,
one more.
Gabe.
Yeah, right there. That's the right color.
I think
But empanadas are not Spanish. So
they're Argentinian, no?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they're Argentinian.
But even if they're not, you can fact check us after the video. But they were amazing. But the chain was Argentinian, so I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's maybe why I think that.
But they were amazing.
I have a question. So, okay, complete side note again. Let's hope that. Oh boy.
Can we get a time check? Full video. 40
We're
minutes.
almost there.
Alright,
We're
we're
almost
almost done. We're about to
We're
finish
almost
up.
there. So listen.
Wait, empanadas.
Oh yeah, Gabe. Yeah, wait. Beautiful. A beautiful
Oh, now
use
you
of
want to
Gabe.
utilize.
No,
Gabe.
because this is a real reason. Well, Gabe, we're
Gabe, can we get
empanadas
an
from.
empanada check.
Yeah. You're empanada maxi right now.
Wow. Spain and Portugal.
Wow,
So
really?
they are Spanish.
But the chain was Argentinian.
Interesting. So they are Spanish.
So why did we
The
not see a
cuisine.
single?
What are they called? Cuisine.
Cuisine.
Oh my.
Why did we
gosh.
not see a single?
I know
Spanish,
cuisine is different, but they
like
yeah they're different obviously.
Empanada place though.
What?
There was not a single empanada place that was Spanish. They were all the Argentinian.
Well, because we were in the main city.
we were
though.
in Barcelona though.
We were in
Come
Barcelona.
On, that's in Spain though.
That's like saying you're in New York City and you didn't
Yeah,
find
but
a
you're
good
still gonna
piece
find
of-
American food in New York City. Come on.
Those empanadas were good. I don't give a
They were
fuck if they were
amazing.
Argentinian. Those are shit. Those
I don't
shit
care
bomb.
where they were from.
Yeah, they were delicious.
And they had what was on it, like stamped on it.
You saw? It was just oh shit! It's a rat. There was a
There's
rat.
a rat.
There was a rat behind us.
Okay.
Let's talk about New York. The rat came to
You said
pull
New
up.
York and it spawned.
So
in.
I have one more thing. So I was talking to this girl today, from Prague.
Yeah.
And she hit me up, a longtime friend of mine. Her name's Sophia. And Yassine's laughing over there. I don't know why he's laughing. And we have a conversation. And I want to ask you this question before we pivot from one last. Because this is not really a hot take. I mean, I have my opinion, but I want to hear what you have to say. Would you prefer... Hear me out. And Yassine, and the studio audience, a.k.a. Yassine, and Gabe can pitch in if they'd like to. Would you prefer hot and crazy or mid and predictable? Yassine says the studio audience says hot and crazy. What do you think, Owen?
Me personally,
Yeah.
as a very mellow and chill guy who doesn't like too much craziness, I'm gonna go with the mid and
Mid and predictable.
Mid and predictable.
I agree with you.
because
Again, this goal
I've been
oriented.
through enough things in life where I don't really want to like deal with nonsense, right? So I'm at a point where I just want something that's gonna be like not taking away but only giving, right? I don't want to deal with.
Well, if it's a one night stand, I'm trying to get with a freak.
Okay, well,
so
then
obviously,
that's
crazy and predictable.
that's not the
crazy,
question, though.
crazy
That's
and
not the
unhinged. Where the fuck I said crazy and what? Hot and crazy. Yeah.
But if you're gonna
If you want to have
ask
some
me-
good sex, you fuck a crazy and.
But
hot
if you're
woman.
gonna ask me if I'd rather deal with nonsense and childish
Yeah, for
behavior
marriage.
and for a long term,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Obviously, it's a false dichotomy because you could find someone who's predictable and hot, but I mean, realistically, where are we living in a fantasy world that doesn't exist? So of
Yeah,
course
you're
you have to
gonna
find
have $1
the
million
woman who is in the
your back pocket if you
yeah.
want that. But.
Yeah, you have to find the woman who went to the sticky sock, grippy sock resort for a little bit, and that's where you find the fun. But Yassine knows a lot about that, but we won't talk. I mean, the studio audience. I'm gonna get punched in the face after this, just so we're clear after this podcast is over. So, next episode, if I have a black eye, you can blame
I'm
him.
not gonna protect him.
Yeah, thank you, Owen. Gabe, what do you think?
That was uncalled for.
Mild and predictable.
Mild and mid and predictable. Why?
I ain't gonna raise a family with some crazy.
Oh, so you're
I
thinking
don't
more
care how
of
hot she is. If she's crazy, like
You can't deal with it. Long term, you can't deal with that. It'll kill you.
It'll
You will
kill,
die
like
early.
literally.
You will
die
die
from
early.
stress, like coronary artery.
You will die early.
You have a
from
heart
stress.
attack.
Yes, yeah, you will.
Yeah, you'll have plaque build up and you'll
It's
just
not
kill
worth
over
it.
and die.
It's really not worth it.
And
gonna
meanwhile,
spend your
we're drinking
entire
2 bottles
life
of wine on a
doing that.
podcast every week and getting fucking liver damage. But let's just talk about that.
Yeah, but if you can pick and choose your
Yes,
battles.
yeah.
We're having a good time doing this. We're not
Yeah.
having a good time
Yeah.
dealing with
I'm not
somebody who's
stressed
hot and
out.
crazy. That's annoying.
Hot and crazy.
I don't want to deal with your childish behaviors if you have problems.
Welcome to Hot and Crazy.
Welcome to Hot and Crazy. Today we have Brandon on the panel.
hot and dirty.
Hot and
Brandon,
dirty. Well, yeah, hot and dirty. Yeah.
Ass.
Welcome to Hot. No, hot and dirty.
Hot and dirty.
Gabe, come on, man.
Dirty martinis.
Wait, what do you
suck.
guys use for hot cherry? What do you guys use for the hot and dirty at
Either actual jalapenos, muddled jalapenos. That's
Oh.
like the OG. That's like the way you kind of should.
Can you define
Or
muddled
Tabascos.
for the
Tabasco.
crowd?
crushed?
Can you define muddled for the
It's
crowd?
just crushed.
Crushed.
This fucking guy over here.
For the people who don't know.
I just said it. I just said crushed, and then you had to double down on
Okay,
it.
because I wasn't asking you.
Sorry,
You're
you're right.
asking
No,
our
you're
AI
right. You're right.
feature.
You're right.
If
You're
you want
right.
real
You're right.
spiciness, we go jalapenos.
Nah, see, you're missing the vinegar. See, when I make a hot and dirty, hot cherry pepper juice in olive juice.
Vin, what?
Hot. All right, I should end the podcast right there. Hey, what the fuck? All right, I'm gonna kill this by myself, and we're gonna give the final rating. Because, hey, yo, Gabe,
Don't kill that. That's so much.
that's not so much. It's not so much.
You're gonna say that.
Stop, bro.
For those of you on podcast, Brandon just killed an entire.
I think
Oh,
I just
glass
gained.
of
I just. Am I aura maxing right now? Thanks, Gabe. Oh my god, that's gonna come up in 20 minutes. But we have 20 minutes until that happens. So Gabe, let's
Brandon
just
is gonna
finish
be
off this episode, please. I've also spilled it all over myself. The notes in the rating. Wait, final rating. Thank you. Good job. 3, 2, 1, 3.6. I think I went down. I can't remember though.
I gave it a 3.3, and that was generous. I wanted to give it a 3.1,
Why do you just? Yeah.
but
go
it
ahead.
smelled good.
It did smell good.
Like extra.
But it's not a
points.
candle.
Extra
it's wine.
points. Extra points.
Okay.
But it's not a candle, but at the same time, you're looking at the experience of the wine, which the scent is included in that.
Yeah. Okay. Gabe loves it. Gabe's still drinking it. All right, Gabe. What do you think?
what I know is
What do you know?
it's got. You're good on the cherries, black cherries, black
It did say
Truant,
black
They all
cherries.
say-
dried black cherries,
Yep.
and oak. And it's
We said
rated.
no. We said no oak, actually.
It's rated at 4.0.
What I say? I think it's a 3.6. You said it. That's a little high for me. But again, I just chugged the last sip, and that left a bad taste in my mouth, quite literally and figuratively. So I don't really know if that's true or not. But listen. Cheers to another wine review Wednesday, episode 5. Gabe, thank you so much for being here. We have a new setup, new lights. Find us everywhere. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Uncorked, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Wine Review Wednesday. You find us
Wednesday at
on
8
Apple
p.m.
Podcasts. What?
Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Find us
Whispering to the crowd. You don't get to hear it.
I don't get to hear that. Find us on Apple Podcasts,
Find us
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts,
anywhere you get
Spotify.
Audible, anywhere you get podcasts, really.
You get your podcast.
And that's episode 5. 2 more bottles of wine down. A whole new
Episode 5.
setup, and we have a lot more coming for you this week. And cheers.
We cheers twice to
We
with
cheers
no wine
again.
in our cup.
I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.